Hello, now we are on week 2 of our UCAS application. There are 2 things for us to do this week. One is to start our personal statement, paragraph 1, which is basically about 180 words. The UCAS personal statement is 4,000 characters, which if you work it out as an average of 5 characters a word is about 800 words. So I'm splitting that down into 5, so I'm saying roughly 180 words. Also, what you've got is you've got to complete the UCAS reference form. Now, that is a Word document that you can type on, print off, and handwrite, but that has got to be sent to your tutor and to Mrs. Schofield. It is a very important document because that will be the reference point for your tutors to write your reference for your UCAS application. Once again, you may say, well, I'm not doing UCAS. Well, say you want a reference for a job. We're going to use the same thing. So the more you put into that document, the better the references that you're going to get. So don't just have this, oh, I'm not doing it because it's UCAS. Do it because it's going to help you in the future. And you might want a reference for us from 2 or 3 years' time. So you might as well have done that. That will go with the tutor. Miss Schofield keeps a record of it. So it's going to be beneficial for you at some point. Right, but for this week, a note from last week, if you haven't got your UCAS registration done, and nearly 100 students have, it needs to be done. You should have started researching your university courses because it's the university course that is going to dictate how your personal statement goes. I just remind you that 80% as a minimum of your personal statement is related to the course you want to do. So it's got an academic flavour to it. The other 20% is your extracurricular stuff. So your first thing you've got to be writing about is why do you want to be doing that course? What inspired you to do it? Okay. Now, this is from the UCAS site. First paragraph of the personal statement is a unique paragraph about you. Why you want to study and what has made you want to study that subject? Where's your motivations? Okay. It should be original. It should be personal to you. It says it should be attention grabbing, but it's got to be sensible. We're not starting with my passion for chemistry began when I was 5 years old. We're not doing that. Okay. It could, if I was writing a paragraph about why I wanted to study a course, I probably would have looked through the modules of the university course, looked at something that I was very interested in. So not just, oh, I'm interested in PE or sport or just chemistry. I'll be looking for something very specific that was appropriate to that course. So something really unique to me. Okay, and it says there, universities want to see that you have a desire to study there, that you want to work with them, you want to study there. And the same goes for when you're applying for a job. If you know something about the company and you can put that in and you say you're really interested in this particular aspect of their business, that obviously shows that you're keen to work for them. If it's bland, just, it could apply to any workplace or any university, it's unlikely that you're going to get past first base, which basically means, are you going to get an interview? Are they going to take your application seriously? Okay, so think about this. Now, there is a worksheet that I've sent to you, which is from the UCAS site. The UCAS site is the best place to get information from. Okay, there'll be lots of videos on YouTube giving you advice, but UCAS is the best place. So please work with them. You'll see I've sent it to you. It gives you ideas, you know, why you're applying for the course. Why does this subject interest you? So it's giving you pointers. So you don't have to fill this in for me, but you might want to fill this in for yourself and think, okay, right, it's giving me a starter. It's very similar to how you would set up a CV for a job application as well. Okay, so that document is there to help you. What you need to do is to write your personal statement, open Microsoft Word, and that will help you with the word count, the character count. Okay, and so open it, save it in your space in a UCAS document. Call it personal statement, paragraph 1 if need be, or just personal statement. But then what you need to do when you have done it is just copy and paste it into this form that I am sending you. And the reason for that is so that myself, Mrs. Schofield, Mr. Cairns have all got a copy of this. You know, it's when we come into 4 or 5 months' time and we want to get these personal statements done and then you can't find it, then I've got a record. The school's got a record within this. And these forms, I'm going to set up a new one each week. And then when they're all done, I will make a Word document for you and send it back to you so that you can work on your own draft and we know what you've already got. Okay, so please do this. If you click on the link and this form will come up, you can see all you need to do is put in your surname, your forename. All right, it does say 12 or 13. Majority of you will be 12, but there are some 13s maybe doing this. And then just copy and paste it into paragraph 1 and submit. Paragraph 1 is plenty big enough for 1,000 characters. Okay, it may not look that big, but then print it, paste it and submit it in. Okay, I will then be able to collate everybody's and put them all onto the system. Also this week, you've got to complete the UCAS reference form. Okay, this is a Word document that you need to download, put in your details, and that needs to go to your tutor and Mrs. Schofield. Okay, so obviously they both need a copy. The reason Mrs. Schofield will need one is say tutors do change. I'm not expecting them to change next year, but if they do change, obviously that information can be passed on. And you'll see name, tutor, there's a space to put your subjects, your grades, your level, university that you'd like to go to with the course title. Look for the offers on the website and a little bit of information as to why you have chosen this. Any responsibilities in school? Are you a prefect? Any details of all resets that you've been taken if you're doing maths or English? Have you done any extracurricular stuff? You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Something about your strengths. So it just helps the tutor really give you a very good reference. Whether it was for UCAS or whether it was for a job is irrelevant. Okay. Okay, that's the work for this week. Please get everything done by the end of the week. We don't want a backlog. I'm very pleased with those people that started well from last week. We're well ahead of the game, but we're going to have a little bit less time because of exams, etc. So if we can get those 2 jobs done by Friday, that would be ideal. Thank you very much. And I will see you on Wednesday afternoon for enrichment as usual, where you can really crack into this and get it done. Thank you.